What's up everyone, Adedoja Gabriel here, and welcome back to the channel. It's that time again where we look ahead, but this time, the future isn't some far-off concept. It's practically knocking on our door. We're diving deep into the tech trends that are not just emerging but actively reshaping our world as we head into 2025. Think smarter AI, mind-bending quantum leaps, and green innovations that are actually making a difference. It's a lot to cover, but trust me, it's going to be fascinating. We're going to break down some pretty complex stuff, but the goal here, as always, is to make it clear, concise, and understandable. From artificial intelligence that's getting almost uncomfortably intelligent, to sustainable tech that's finally hitting its stride, there's a ton of ground to cover. And it's not just about the cool factor. We'll also be looking at how these advancements are impacting our daily lives, our jobs, and the planet. So buckle up, we're about to explore the cutting edge, and I'll be dropping some super practical tips along the way that you can actually start using. We'll look at how you can leverage some of these new tools and ideas in your own life, whether it's for productivity, learning, or just staying ahead of the curve. Get ready to be amazed, and make sure you stick around till the end because you won't want to miss this. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk about artificial intelligence, AI. It's a term that's been thrown around for years, sometimes with a lot of hype, sometimes with a bit of fear, but in 2025, it's really starting to mature and deliver on some of those big promises. We're not just talking about your phone's voice assistant getting slightly better at understanding your requests, we're seeing a significant leap in capability, largely driven by the continuous evolution of large language models and generative AI. Think about models like OpenAI's GPT 4.5, and whatever impressive successors are inevitably rolling out from them, Google, Anthropic, and others. These aren't just incremental updates, they represent a fundamental shift in how AI processes information and interacts with us. The impact of these smarter AI systems is becoming incredibly widespread. For businesses, this is a game changer. AI is now sophisticated enough to assist, and in some cases even autonomously handle tasks like writing complex software code, significantly speeding up development cycles. Next up, let's shift gears to something that still feels a bit like science fiction for many: quantum computing. Okay, I know, the term itself can sound incredibly intimidating, conjuring up images of super complex physics and equations, but let's try to break it down simply. Traditional computers, the ones we use every day, work with bits, which can be either a 0 or a 1. Quantum computers, on the other hand, use qubits. And the magic of qubits is that they can be a 0, a 1, or both at the same time, thanks to a principle called superposition. They can also be entangled, meaning the state of one qubit can instantly influence the state of another, no matter the distance. This fundamental difference allows quantum computers to perform calculations at speeds that are simply unimaginable for even the most powerful classical supercomputers today. We're talking about solving certain types of problems that would take a current supercomputer literally thousands, if not millions of years to crack, and a quantum computer could potentially find the solution in mere minutes or hours. This isn't about making your video games load faster, it's about tackling entirely new classes of problems that are currently intractable. Chapter 3. Alright, let's talk about something that's on everyone's mind, and rightly so: sustainability. The green tech revolution isn't just a buzzword anymore. In 2025, we're seeing tangible, impactful innovations that are making a real difference in how we generate and consume energy, and how we think about our environmental footprint. It's moving beyond niche applications and becoming a core part of infrastructure and consumer technology. The urgency of climate change is a powerful catalyst, driving incredible ingenuity in this space, and it's genuinely exciting to see some of these solutions come to life. One of the most visible areas of progress is in solar technology. For years, solar panels were often seen as bulky, expensive, and not always the most efficient. But that narrative is changing fast. New solar tech is becoming ultra-thin, flexible, and significantly more affordable. We're seeing solar cells integrated into building materials like windows that generate electricity, or even flexible solar fabrics. Chapter 4. Let's dive into the world of augmented and virtual reality. For a long time, Arkansas and VR felt like they were perpetually just around the corner, mostly confined to the realm of hardcore gamers or very niche industrial applications. But in 2025, we're seeing a significant shift. These immersive technologies are finally starting to break into the mainstream, thanks in large part to more sophisticated hardware, compelling software, and a broader understanding of their potential beyond just entertainment. The lines between our physical and digital worlds are becoming increasingly blurred, and AR/VR are at the forefront of this transformation. A big catalyst for this has been the entry and continued development from major tech players. Apple's Vision Pro, for example, even with its high price point, has undeniably pushed the conversation forward and showcased what a premium mixed reality experience can look like. It's sparked renewed interest and investment across the industry. Meanwhile, companies like Meta are continuing to advance their Quest line of headsets, making VR more accessible and refining the user experience. Chapter 5. Finally, let's talk about the Internet of Things, or IoT. This is the idea of connecting everyday objects to the internet and to each other, making them smarter and more automated. It's been a steadily growing trend for years, but in 2025, the IoT ecosystem is becoming more integrated, more intelligent, and more deeply woven into the fabric of our lives. It's less about individual smart gadgets and more about creating interconnected systems that work together seamlessly to enhance convenience, efficiency, and even our well-being. The sheer number of connected devices is exploding. Think about your home. It's no longer just about a smart speaker that can play music or tell you the weather. Your refrigerator might now be able to suggest recipes based on the ingredients it detects inside, or even automatically add items to your grocery list when you're running low. Your thermostat learns your preferences and adjusts the temperature for optimal comfort and energy savings. Outro. So, there you have it. A look at some of the biggest tech trends shaping our world in 2025, from AI that's becoming a true collaborator, to the mind-bending potential of quantum computing, the critical advancements in green tech, the increasingly immersive worlds of AR and VR, and the ever-expanding network of smart IoT devices. Technology is evolving at an absolutely breakneck pace. It's clear that these innovations are opening up some truly amazing possibilities, and also presenting new challenges and questions we'll need to navigate. The pace of change can feel overwhelming sometimes, but it's also incredibly exciting. Each of these trends has the potential to fundamentally alter how we live, work, and interact with the world around us. Personally, I'm really fascinated by the practical applications of AI and how quickly green tech is becoming economically viable. But what about you? Which of these trends are you most excited about, or perhaps most curious or even concerned about? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so definitely drop a comment down below. If you found this video helpful or interesting, and you want to stay updated on the latest in tech explained in a way that hopefully makes sense, then please do all the YouTube things. Hit that like button, definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks so much for watching. It's been Adedoja Gabriel, and as always, stay curious. I'll catch you in the next one.